Imagine standing in the grand halls of ancient Athens, where philosophers gathered under marble columns, debating the nature of truth itself. One man would transform how humanity thinks forever. His name was Aristotle. Long before modern science, long before psychology or computers, humans still wrestled with the same question. How do we know something is true? Aristotle's answer was both simple and profound: logic. And today, over 2,000 years later, his ideas still shape our reasoning. Deductive logic starts with general principles, truths you accept, and uses them to draw specific, necessary conclusions. Unlike guessing or intuition, deductive reasoning demands structure. If your premises are true and you reason correctly, your conclusion cannot be false. It's like building a stone arch. Remove a block and everything collapses. To understand Aristotle's genius, we must look at his most famous invention, the syllogism. In Aristotle's time, people often argued emotionally, appealing to popularity or authority. He believed ideas should stand or fall on their logical connections. So he created a method to test any claim. 3 parts: simple, elegant, revolutionary. A syllogism is like a bridge of reason. You start with a broad truth, connect it to a specific fact, and arrive at a conclusion that must logically follow. For example, major premise: all humans are mortal. Minor premise: Socrates is a human. Conclusion: therefore Socrates is mortal. It seems obvious to us now, but imagine a time when people didn't check if their beliefs aligned logically. This was a breakthrough. Aristotle identified multiple forms of syllogisms: categorical, hypothetical, and disjunctive. Each type serves a different purpose in reasoning. Categorical syllogism: all A are B. C is A. Therefore, C is B. Example: all birds have feathers. A sparrow is a bird. Therefore, a sparrow has feathers. Hypothetical syllogism: if A, then B. If B, then C. Therefore, if A, then C. Example: if it rains, the ground gets wet. If the ground is wet, plants grow. So if it rains, plants grow. Disjunctive syllogism: either A or B. Not A. Therefore B. Example: either the key is in the drawer or on the table. It's not in the drawer, so it must be on the table. Today you might wonder, why should I care about ancient Greek reasoning? The answer is simple. Deductive logic underpins every serious discipline. In law, to prove guilt, arguments must follow logical form. In science, hypotheses must be tested against structured reasoning. In daily life, clear thinking prevents costly mistakes. Imagine this scenario. Your colleague claims the project failed because of your decision. If you think deductively, you ask, what premises is this claim based on? Are they true? You build or dismantle the argument step by step. Business example: major premise: all projects lacking funding fail. Minor premise: this project lacked funding. Conclusion: therefore, it failed. See how clarity replaces blame? Even intelligent people misuse deductive logic. Let's look at frequent errors. False premises: if your starting assumption is wrong, everything collapses. Example: all cats are reptiles. Ambiguous terms: using the same word in different senses. Example: only man is rational. Woman is not a man. Therefore, woman is not rational. Asterisk. Non sequitur: the conclusion doesn't logically follow. Example: he drives a nice car, so he must be smart. Asterisk. If you want to think like Aristotle, start here. Step 1. Identify the premises. What assumptions are you relying on? Step 2. Check for truth. Are these premises accurate? Step 3. Examine the form. Does the conclusion follow logically? Step 4. Test with counterexamples. Is there any scenario where this doesn't hold? I challenge you to write one syllogism about your own life. Maybe about your goals, relationships, or beliefs. Share it in the comments. and see if others can spot flaws or validate your logic. Aristotle believed that clear thinking is the foundation of a good life. In a world flooded with opinions, emotions, and noise, deductive logic remains a timeless compass. Next time you hear an argument, or make one yourself, ask, does this truly follow? Or am I assuming too much? That single question can change everything. Subscribe to the Thinking Forge. Each week, you'll get tools to sharpen your mind and strengthen your reasoning, because clear thinking is the most powerful skill of all.